Poetry is a child of the moment. For a long time, I didn't believe that. I thought poetry was just about love or an easy way to get good grades since I was good in English. To me, poems were exaggerated, dramatic, unrealistic. Something you read in class, not something you feel. But then, as I grew older, I discovered that poetry isn't just words on a page, it's a voice. It's when your inner world becomes too loud to keep inside, but you still can't find the words to speak out loud. Sometimes the structure of today's language, the way we text, post, and talk makes it harder for us to say what we truly feel. Poetry gives us permission to turn confusion into expression. And that's powerful, especially for teenagers. We feel everything so deeply: fear, love, anger, sadness, insecurity. Yet we're always told to calm down, to be strong, and to not take things so personally. But strength isn't silence, it's honesty. Poetry becomes a voice when the world tells you to stay quiet. Like many young people, I used to see poetry as an assignment: 5 verses, a rhyme scheme, a grade at the end. But then one year, my French teacher changed everything. He said poetry could be anything. Anything? Yes, anything. A rap, a slam, a messy free verse. It didn't have to rhyme and it wasn't graded. That last part, it made all the difference. For the first time, I wasn't writing to impress. I was writing to understand myself. My poems were polished, they were raw, confused, and sometimes really angry. But they were me. And writing became a way to listen to my own voice instead of running from my feelings. Poetry has always been a way for people to make sense of life. Rumi used it in the 13th century to explore spirituality. Langston Hughes used it in the Harlem Renaissance to give voice to black identity and injustice. Mahmoud Darwish used it as a cultural resistance. And poets today, like Rupi Kaur, are showing that millions of young people still turn to poetry to say what can't be said any other way. So here's what I learned today. When we stop seeing poetry as an academic assignment, it becomes a mirror. It becomes a safe space to say what's supposedly too much. Our vulnerability turns into strength. A generation that writes is a generation that understands itself. And self-aware teenagers grow into empowered adults. So I'll leave you with one small challenge. Tonight, try writing a poem. Don't worry about rhymes or metaphor. Write one honest thought, something you never say aloud. Maybe it will hurt, maybe it will heal. But most importantly, it will be you. Because poetry isn't just words on a page, it's a voice. And maybe that voice is yours or ours. I want to end with a poem written by a child from Gaza. A child surrounded by destruction and gunfire, yet still able to speak. Do you think, after you have burned me and danced like a devil over my remains, and left me for dust storms to bury me, as coal for the sun's eye in the open plains, do you think you have erased my identity and wiped out my history and my beliefs? In vain you try. There's no Demis for a rebel. I am like the resurrection. I am coming back one day. I am like the resurrection. I am coming back one day. It's one thing to hear a powerful poem, it's another to hear it. And that's why Darwish was right. Poetry is the child of the moment. Because every time we write, we give that moment meaning. And every moment, poetry helps us find our voice. Thank you.